You said your name is Vincent?
Yep.
All right, thank you very much for doing this interview. I appreciate it, man.
Not a problem.
All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how open-minded would you say you are?
How what?
Open-minded would you say you are?
About a 7.
7? All right. Do you think you should look at both sides of an argument before you make a decision on something?
Yep, always.
All right. Do you trust your senses, like crossing the street, riding your bike, all that?
Yes.
All right. Do you trust the government?
No.
All right. How do you think everything came to be? Like Big Bang? Do you believe in creationism, or you don't have a belief in it?
I believe that we evolved.
Evolved, so like the Big Bang, probably, kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think the majority is always right?
Nope.
All right. To you, what would be your definition of science?
To take everything apart to find out how it works and dissect everything and figure out how something works.
All right. Would you agree with like the core of science? It should be observable, measurable, testable, and repeatable?
Yep.
All right. Do you think science should ever be a closed book?
No.
All right. To you, what's the difference between a belief and a knowing?
A belief is like a wish to me. I wish it would happen. A knowing is, it's here, I know it's there, I go get it.
All right. Like a knowing would be there's
Right.
2 people who are talking right now.
I know I can put my hands on it. A belief is something I can't touch.
All right. Fair enough. All right. This is where the topic goes off, and 95% of the population don't believe what I'm kind of out here talking, but it's been a growing subject. I think the media tries to push it down.
I'm open-minded.
All right. So, all right, here it is. Most people think it's crazy, but I'll ask you, what shape do you think the Earth is? Do you believe it's flat? Do you believe it's an oblate sphere like you've always been taught? Do you believe it's without form or some other type of shape?
I believe it's horrible. Round.
Round. Can I ask you why you believe that?
Because I've did studies in school and I've done studies in my life and I've watched what I see on TV basically, and I believe in what they say. The Earth is round because it has to spin on axis.
All right. Okay, so do you know anything about like fluid dynamics, how liquids behave?
No.
Well, would you agree with me on this? In our reality, it's like 1,000,000% fact. Any liquid will take the shape of its container and level out.
Yep.
All right.
Always does.
Yeah, that's 100% fact. Anyone can see that, touch it, obviously.
I put it in a glass, it's a glass. I put it in a teacup, it's the shape of a teacup.
Yeah. All right, so they tell us the Earth's covered in over 72% water. How could it be a sphere then?
How could it be what?
A globe, like you believe.
Oh.
If water always takes the shape of its container.
Because the Earth rotates so fast that everything stays upon it. It's called gravity.
Gravity? All right, I agree. That's what we're told, gravity. And basically what gravity is, they can measure things that accelerate towards Earth at 9.8 meters per 1 second squared. And basically to me, I don't think just because things accelerate towards the Earth, I don't think that proves the shape of anything. But they can measure things, you're right, that's what they tell us, gravity pretty much. But I like to use natural science, and basically natural science tells me water can act and form the exterior of a shape. At least in our reality, no one's ever seen it. They can't replicate that. Do you think we breathe the same stuff in space?
No, I believe space is different. Excuse me 1 minute. Over there, I'm doing an interview. Okay, I will.
All right, well, pretty much what you said. They tell us space is a vacuum. It's like as close to a negative pressure system as you get. It's not a perfect negative pressure system. And we live in a positive pressure system. Have you ever used like a pressurized deodorant canister before?
Yep.
You puncture it, the air comes out.
Yep.
So it's known through science and application, again, 2 opposing pressure systems can't exist side by side without a solid barrier. So they're telling us our atmosphere is adjacent to the vacuum of space without a solid barrier. You think you can give me an example of a positive pressure system that's a negative pressure system without a solid barrier?
Okay.
I've never gotten an answer on this before, and I've done a lot of these.
Okay. When I was in one of them rolling balls, you hop in and you just roll around. That is my negative because I only can breathe what's in there. It's airtight.
All right.
Now, if I'm out of there, I breathe freely. Inside that bubble, I'm in a bubble.
But the bubbles,
I can only breathe what is in there.
But the bubble's got like a barrier to it, though, right? Inside the bubble.
Yep. You cannot go. You just roll in the bubble constantly.
Yeah.
Now, once that air runs out in there, because it is airtight, you'll start feeling it.
Oh yeah.
You gotta go out and you gotta go in the normal, get the air. Open it up, let more air, and somebody else jumps in.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like pumping up a bike tire. You've got
Right.
the rubber there. but that's stating there's a barrier between the two opposing pressure systems. But all right, I'll go over a couple things that they say prove gravity, because obviously I disagree with what they're telling us. I don't trust the government all that much, but pretty much, have you ever heard the North Star before?
North Star? No.
Polaris. It's the only stationary star, and it's right in the middle. As I say, it's right above the North Pole. It's the only stationary star, and it vibrates a little bit, but every other star does a perfect geocentric circle around it. Would you be able to disprove that everything's actually spinning around us, causing the Coriolis effect? The moon would push the tides, the sun would contract the tides. They say if you shoot a long-range shot west when the sun's there, it's going to dip down because of the Coriolis effect. I say that's based off a false axiom, and if you shoot a bullet west at nighttime when the moon's there, it's going to bounce up. And you know the difference between eclipses, like the solar eclipse and lunar
Solar
eclipse?
eclipse, yep.
All right, they tell us the solar eclipse.
One will blind you, one don't.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Well, yeah, the solar eclipse is one with the moon's in front of the sun, one that's saying will blind you if you look at it. And the lunar eclipse is basically when it's dark time and the moon has a curved shadow, and they tell it's what you believe it's the
Well,
Earth.
you actually like see two moons?
No,
Kind of like a shadow of a
Well,
moon?
it's like the lunar eclipse is when they say it's the sun's on one side. Here, can you hold both your hands up actually, like this? Say the Earth's in between both your hands. What you believe is the sun's over here, and moon's over here, and you believe it's the sun's shadow casting that curved surface on the moon.
Right.
What this series is saying basically is it's the sun that's casting that curved shadow on the moon. It's not actually the Earth. You think you'd be able
Well,
to?
does the Earth produce light? No, it does not.
The sun produces light.
Right. So I'm going with the sun because that's where I get my heat, my warmth,
Yeah.
plants to grow. Without
Okay.
that, we'd be dead.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely agreeing. Would you agree the sun's round and the moon's round, and everything else around the sky?
The sun, I cannot tell you because I cannot look at it. I've seen pictures of the moon. I've did my research. Yeah, it's actually
Looks
jaggedy little round moon. The sun, you don't know what it is. It's constantly exploding.
constantly exploding. Yeah, from what we're told, at least. I agree.
That's
Proven, you think?
what they tell me.
us. Yeah, that's they tell us. That's fair.
All them, what do they call them? Solar flares that pop up.
Yeah.
So I don't know what.
I think looking at it from our perspective, it looks circular though. If you kind of like take a
I
quick
think it
glance.
would be pretty circular. It's what it looks like to us. Well, to me,
Yeah.
it does.
All right. Have you ever? Could I give you an example of a logical fallacy? A logical fallacy. Can I give you an example? If we went to a tennis court right now, and I took 15 tennis balls out and I threw them on the tennis court, would that turn the tennis court into a round ball?
Nope.
So just because you see circles in the sky, does that mean the Earth's a ball?
No.
No. All right. So would you say it's a belief or a knowing that the Earth's a round ball? You think
Both.
both? You said they're.
Because the Earth was considered being flat by some people. In fact, you go so far, you're going to fall off. And then it got proved different. You go around and you don't fall off.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah. Some people said, but hypothetically, they tell you space is infinite, right? Or whatever.
I've been on cruise ships. I've went around the world. So I know I'm not falling off.
Yeah, but hypothetically, if space is infinite, why would you assume that the Earth has an edge?
I don't know why. Like I said, I believe it is round. I went around the world. I've been from here all the way around back to here. I ain't fell off.
No.
So I ain't found an edge yet.
Yeah, but say this table's the Earth.
Okay.
If you go around it, you could go around it, easily traverse around it, and you could easily circumnavigate. Like if it wasn't a ball, you could go from one place
But
to
now
another.
imagine this. There's one don't. You go in. There's another one. Okay. I'm here on the equator.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go to South America. I'm going up now. There's North America. Well, Mexico, North America. Go up Canada. I believe. Now you go down below. What do you have?
Down below what, Canada?
No, down below the equator.
You got what's another South America and all that again?
There we go. We go down below. We got equator. We got Mexico. We got we got South America. Then we start going to the other side, going to like Cuba and all that down that way. And then you come back up around. You get to Alaska, and then you come back around. You go to the South Pole, North Pole, and you come back around again.
Yeah. No, no one flies over the South Pole though.
That I don't understand why.
So why? Have you ever heard of the Antarctic Treaty before? It's the only sovereign nation in the country, and they made it right before the space race.
Really?
Yep, and they don't let you. You can go guided tours and stuff on there, but it's all good. It's all good. It's fine. He's jamming
They
out.
all know me up here.
I can edit some. But basically, yeah, South America or Antarctica, they made it a sovereign nation before the space race. And it's got some coincidences to it because it just coincidentally they made it a sovereign nation before the space race happened. But no one flies over Antarctica, and it'd be a lot shorter distances to wherever we went. But like I said, you could circumnavigate all this stuff, fly over it if it was a level plane. But if it was a ball, like you said, people would fly over Antarctica. No one ever does actually fly over it. It's kind of weird. But all right. Well, either way, I appreciate your time, man. It was a good interview. Thank
Not
you.
a problem, sir.